Welcome back, my friends. Just apologise about the noise of the rain on the roof, but we are getting extreme rain at the moment and getting flooding and everything else. But in my shed at home I've done a little bit of chitting, so I've used my trusty box that I normally do, and we've got some sweet corn on the left and some courgettes on the right. Now I do like to recycle, and plastics in the news at the moment. So this is a yogurt pot. This is the top of one of those large yogurt pots for reference, and I've literally put some towel and then put the seeds on the top. I'll put the water in the tray, let it soak it up, and then tip it off. So there we've got the Chinese slangen, cucumber. We've got the market more there. We've got the tumbling tom red trailing, and the tomato mini bell trailing. I didn't realise how few seeds you actually get in a packet these days. Now everybody who likes a little bit of chocolate cake will know these little tubs, and in here we've got the long show carrots at the back, and we've got some giant beetroot at the front. It's nicely moist. I'm just going to lift this tray up now, because underneath we have a food tray, and it's from one of our local supermarkets here in the UK. We normally get some cakes on there. We don't actually take them back, and I find I thought, well, I'll try this. Haven't done it before, and I've knocked a few of the seeds about. But there we've got some Swiss chard, and it looks like the marker pens. I've got some cauliflower, which I'm going to put down now, some cabbage, which is the pointed cabbage, broccoli red fire, the sprouting, broccoli autumn green calabrese, we've got cauliflower snowball, January king. Let's just drop you down a little bit. January king there, sprouts, the cat's king, and dwarf green curled broccoli, and we've got most of those on the far edge there, so I've just tried to keep them all together. And it does look like the cauliflower snowballs just started to chip. Now I did those not yesterday, the day before, but I do find that chitting them, I'd normally put, the trouble is with my homemade compost, I'm not sure how the seeds will react to them, but I'm just going to set it up now and show you how I actually run the seeds along the back there. This method's inspired by Muddy Boots. So we've got the cauliflower all year round. We've got our seeds. Don't need too many. Now Muddy Boots normally scrapes his out, but what I tend to do is just pick up a little bit of water and pick up one seed at a time. And place them exactly where I want them. Just getting enough moisture on the end of the plastic. This is the end of the plastic label, so I'll just finish those off. So that's those sorted now. I've got water coming into my shed today even, so that's a big issue. And the pointed cabbage was supposed to have been, well, it was actually packed November the 2013 and should have been used by 2015. So the pointed cabbage is one of these, and we'll see whether it germinates or not. If it doesn't, it doesn't matter. If it grows, the pigeons will only eat it anyway. So we'll have a look at the seed sowing in the buckets. Now, these were sowed on the 6th of the 3rd. It's now the 12th, is it? 9, 10, 11, 12th. So they've been in 6 days. And these are the radish. Now, they are a little bit long. Unfortunately, they've grew rather quickly in the grow room. There is a few little green shoots. Now, it's very difficult when you use your homemade compost because everything tends to grow. But for 6 days the carrots have done reasonably well, so they can go in the grow room as and when. Those will be going up the allotment now into the polytunnel. And I'm going to be taking up the onions as well. We've got one there that's doing extremely well, and it's actually bent a bit as well. But I'm going to attempt to make some supports for the onions. Now, William Coleman made some really good supports for his onions, so he's inspired me to make my own. So as soon as I get them up the allotment one night this week, I'll just be showing you how that's done, or how I'm going to try to do it. Might not work, but we can only but try to recycle. There's been a lot of talk about plastic and how we should perhaps replace plastic because of all this plastic that goes into the sea, the bags, etc. Now, while the plastic's here, I may as well use it and recycle it, even if it's only once. But that's the way I like to do it. If I can recycle it once, twice, or even more, all the better. But as you can see, that bottle had some nettle tea in from 2015. So I'm just doing my little bit for plastic recycling. Thanks very much for watching, commenting. I try and do quick videos, but they tend to end up being about 10 minutes long. Till next time, my friends, happy gardening, stay warm, and at the moment, stay dry. A lot of plots are getting flooded out. It goes from one extreme to another. Take care. Ta-ra for now.